Hi there, welcome to this video at Pennington Flash Nature Reserve near Wigan. Pennington Flash is a new location for me. I've never been here before. It was suggested to me by a friend, but already just from walking out onto the car park I've seen 4 or 5 different species of birds, so I know I'm going to get lots of photographs this morning and enjoy myself walking around the lake. Most of all, I know I'm going to enjoy my photography. So just here next to the edge of the lake, right by the side of the car park, is a group of 8 mute swans. I'm going to spend a little bit of time trying to photograph these. The key is to try and isolate them, which is going to be difficult because they're grouped together. So what I might have to do is go in very, very close, or zoom in very close anyway, and get some headshots just so I can isolate them and make some good pictures. I'm really spoilt just here. I've not actually moved from the location right by the car park still. I've just had an oyster catcher on the top of a rock and also a coot on the top of a rock. So that was really nice. And while I was waiting, a little family came past to release some frogs out into the lake that they'd found in the back garden. And I've got a few pictures of those as well. Pennington Flashes is an impressive country park. The lake surrounding marshland is home to a diverse group of mammals, insects and birds, including 5 red-listed RSPB birds and the protected water vole. Its importance for birds is noted nationally, with over 230 species being recognised here, and these include the black-faced bunting, the cattle egret, the nightingale, the whiskered tern and the Leach's petrel. The term flashes refer to lakes that form from mining subsidence, and the lakes here at Pennington Flash are a result of Wigan Borough's history of mining and show how they can be turned into a stunning environment for wildlife. The good thing about this location is there are lots of hides dotted about. Now this particular one is set up opposite some feeding stations. Quite obviously somebody must come out and put out lots of feed onto tables and feeders out there. Just seen a greenfinch, a nuthatch, a coal tit, great tit robin in the space of about 3 minutes. So there's lots of birds just at this place. I'm going to spend a bit of time here and try and catch them in some natural places, not on the feeders. So I've just spent a really enjoyable 15 to 20 minutes in that hide. So lots and lots of birds. It was really, really busy around the feeders. I did also manage to get some good natural looking shots on some perches that were twigs and branches. So that's all a bonus as well. The light today is really tricky because it's overcast, it's very low, and so the only way that I can get a usable shot is to rise the ISO, and even then it's still not really possible to handhold the camera. What it's also doing is it's still giving me a fairly low shutter speed, so what I'm having to do is put the camera on a tripod or rest it on the windowsill of a hide, and even then I'm still only just getting good shots. But this shot of a robin here is one that worked. This is the third hide I've visited. I've only just sat down and already I've got a shot of a heron out there on the pond, so I'm going to stay here for a while and see what else to see. So I spent another 15 or 20 minutes in that hide. That was really productive. I got some more shots of the heron, a duck that I'm not familiar with, so I'm going to have to check about that, but also a cormorant that was sat on the top of a post with its wings out. I've got some really nice shots of that as well. There really is an abundance of hides here at Pennington Flash, like this one here that overlooks the lake. So I've just been in there and I've got some shots of lapwings down on the shore, but then other hides are in different locations on smaller ponds, more inland, and I've had some really good shots from those as well. Over the next few weeks I'm going to make a few changes to the channel. First of all, I'm going to update the graphics at the beginning and the end of the video just to give everything a bit of a fresh look. I'm also going to drop the bloopers at the end of the video. Now I know a lot of people like them, and if I do get a bit of a backlash in the comment section they will return, but for the moment I'm just going to compile them together and release them every so often. What I'm also going to do is expand my subject matter a little bit. When I did my tour of Whitby a few weeks ago, I really enjoyed myself doing something a little bit different. And so from now on, if something takes my fancy, I'm going to have a go at it, even if it's not wildlife or nature, because what's most important is you just enjoy your photography. So I've just come out of the final hide and I can definitely go home happy now. As I walked into the hide, there were some deer walking off on the far bank. Now I didn't manage to get the photographs, but I did see them walk away, which was really special. Then a heron came into land and I got a shot of the heron landing with its wings outstretched. While I was waiting, there were some chiff-chaffs flapping about in the bushes just to the side of the hide, and then to top it all off, a kingfisher came across the lake, landed on two different posts, and I got shots on both. So that's really made my day. It really has been worth the effort to come to Pennington Flash this morning. It's only about half an hour's drive away from where I live, and it's really great because there's some hides dotted all around. I've had some great sightings, seen lots of birds, and it really has just topped it off seeing that kingfisher there right at the end. Hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you have, you can always leave me a comment down below or nip over to my Instagram account, see lots of my pictures and leave me a comment there. Now, if you like what I do on the channel, you can also support me by visiting my Teespring store where I've got a range of merchandise on offer, but you don't have to spend any money to support the channel. What you can do is just click like, subscribe and the bell notifications. That way you stay up to date with all my future content and it really helps me out on the channel. You can also just click here on my face. That way you'll subscribe to the channel, and just up here is a video you can go and check out. Watch out for next week's video. That goes live at 4 o'clock on Sunday, but all that's left now is to say stay safe and I'll see you soon.